After playing nearly 7 hours of Dragon Age the Veilguard, I have a lot to say. So strap in, friends, we're going back to Thedas. The first thing we got to mess around with was the character creator, and this is by far the most expansive character creator we've seen in Dragon Age, and it's something the development team told me they're incredibly proud of. And after going hands-on with it myself, they have every right to feel that way. I spent about 30 minutes creating my Rook, which is nowhere near enough time, but even so, she looked so good in-game. The way her hair billowed and flowed like something out of a Pantene Pro V commercial, chef's kiss. It is so cool to visit locations we've only read about, such as the Tevinter capital Minrathous, with its gothic architecture and neon lights, the eerily beautiful Arlethan Forest, Treviso, a port city in Antiva, which is currently finding itself in a situation, and of course, the massive Weishaupt Fortress, the headquarters of the Grey Wardens. Just being able to walk around, talk to vendors, eavesdrop on conversations, find secrets, just literally existing in these locations for the first time was such a high. Iconic locations aside, what would a Dragon Age, hell a BioWare game, be without choice and consequence? Can I say the cliche thing that stakes have never been higher because hot damn, the Veilguard has no problem rubbing decisions in your face. Choosing a companion to take along on a mission very well could lead to their beautiful mugs being bruised, split, bloody, and beat to shit, even in the cutscenes. And that is just a minor example. A major example, and I'll keep this spoiler free, is there came a point when I had to choose between saving one of two major cities. When I tell you I sat at my demo station for maker knows how long, listing out all of the reasons why I should save one or the other, let's just say the city I didn't save, I'm still losing sleep over it. And of course, you aren't saving Thedas all alone. Rook has several companions at their side, each with their own stories and goals and personal motivations. Hopefully none of those include betrayal. And I'm excited by the variety of factions in the group. We got folks from the Mornwatch, Lords of Fortune, the Shadow Dragons, hell yeah. And these characters are charming Take it from me and don't be so quick to predetermine your favorites. All it took was a smirk and some rolled up sleeves from Lucanus and I was smitten. That is now Daddy Lucanus. But if I had one critique from my time with the Veilguard, it's that sometimes during non-crucial scenes, facial animations don't always match the pitch and the tone of certain characters when they talk, especially for our girl Balara. She's a very excitable and animated character, and there are times it looks like baby girl has had too much Botox. But still, she looks gorgeous. Oh, look how the light reflects here. Ding! I had the most one-on-one time with my companions at the Lighthouse. And if you don't know, the Lighthouse is the headquarters for the Veilguard, and between objectives, you'll find party members getting up to a number of shenanigans. Maybe they'll be chilling in their room or having a convo with another party member. Or maybe they'll be engaged in something else with another party member. Wink, wink, huh? You can think of the Lighthouse as this mysterious and powerful place. While exploring, I found codex entries, secrets, puzzles, and some fascinating lore. And as my demo progressed, I saw the Lighthouse evolve and offer more services and become more detailed and decorated, including the companions' living quarters, so that was super fun. I even saw an option to decorate the Lighthouse, but sadly, I think that feature was turned off. Dragon Age the Veilguard is not an open world game, a decision I'm happy with. I've had enough hinterlands to last me a lifetime, but I often forgot it wasn't. The Arlethan Forest, for example, was just gorgeous and full of waterfalls, overgrown ruins, and calm rivers. There was always something for me to look at, which created the feeling of being inside this huge, sprawling map. And exploration was often rewarded, and I would find crafting materials and different gear, gold, secrets. But of course, I found some bad guys as well. Oh hey, what's up, Darkspawn? Our tainted friends are back and with a curious new design. Darkspawn are menacing, but a staple of Thedas, and I gotta admit, it was good to see them back, even if they wanna, destroy everyone and everything. Which is hilarious because I think they look more cute than menacing these days, but I digress. When it comes to combat, there are 3 classes to choose from: Warrior, Mage, and Rogue. I stuck to Warrior during the entirety of my demo, which allowed me to get pretty damn good at the Warrior's abilities, and by the end of the day, I was kicking Darkspawn ass left and right. I won't go too far into the weeds here, but the general gist is Warriors generate rage by striking enemies. You then spend this rage to use abilities, and abilities, both yours and your companions, can be quick slotted for real-time use. Or if things are getting hairy, you can pull up the ability wheel, which pauses the battle and allows you to carefully plan combos, select specific targets, and more. As a warrior, I was able to throw my frickin' shield at enemies, kick dudes off ledges, jump from high points, and stab stuff from above. I had badass ultimate moves, and with a push of a button, I could instantly swap my sword and shield for a beastly two-handed heavy weapon. I mean, this is some of my favorite RPG warrior gameplay and combat ever. It was hectic, exciting, visceral. It got my blood pumping. My blood is still pumping if you can't tell. Woo, bringing it down a bit. At the end of the day, I'm not envious of the position the Dragon Age team is in. How do you innovate upon and hopefully improve a franchise that is so loved by so many for so many different reasons, especially after almost 10 years? That is a monumental task, but I'm so optimistic that this, friends, is the Dragon Age title we've been hoping for. And look, it's gonna be impossible to please everyone as the series has changed so much since Origins released in 2009, but from what I've seen, it feels as if it's keeping the best parts of what makes Dragon Age, while also adding the right modern touches. I'm hopeful, I'm optimistic, and I gotta say, I'm more excited than a nug in a mud pit to play more.